Yo, 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 huggerinos, hugsters, hug squatch. It's like Sasquatch, but with hugging. Welcome to the Hug Life Podcast. I'm your co-host, Michael Edward Coletta. There's a lot of Michael Colettas out there, don't be confused. I want to let you know about some dates coming up real quick. Monica Nevi, our wonderful Monica Nevi, will be at Crickets in Coeur d'Alene this Wednesday, the day this drops. And then Thursday through Sunday, she's at Spokane Comedy Club, amazing comedy club. If you're in the Spokane area, if you're in Eastern Washington, check it out. It's worth the drive. And then on Tuesday, she'll be on the Sour Kool-Aid Show, which is on Twitch. It's on the internet. It's not even in a place. You cannot leave your house to watch it. Isn't that amazing? Saturday night, I will be at the West Side Comedy Theater in Santa Monica, California. Check me out there. The show's at 11:30. It's a late night one. Yeah, late night. Check it out. Yeah, so those are the shows. You can get a new Hug Life shirt on monicanevi.com or on huglifepodcast.com. And that's it. Enjoy episode 105 from the First National Bank of Hugs with JC Sweeney. Bye-bye.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're
Hey,
great.
Derek.
Are we going to have nicknames for each other each episode?
You're
I think
great.
we should.
You're great.
I'm Underboob. That's the original. That's the OG. So you're Nev Nips, I'm Underboob.
Oh, wait, let's not give away the studio production value we have here.
It's pretty low.
You're probably going to sing anyway, so you might as well just use
That's
that
a good
part,
point.
you know?
You're great.
You're great.
You're wonderful.
You're
the best thing in the
fantastic.
world. You're great.
Thank
You're never
you.
changing.
You're
You're
never
wonderful.
changing.
You enjoy emergency.
I like you even when you do make changes.
Oh, well, thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. That's nice.
good, right?
Yeah, like this non-soda thing. I think this is
Yeah,
the
you doing
withdrawals.
okay?
I don't know. Like I feel very upset for no reason sometimes.
Well, yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Maybe that's it.
She told you might have withdrawals.
Yeah, she was like, "You might have withdrawals if you stop drinking soda," and I'm like, "That's like a really sad drug
So,
story."
Maybe that's what happened with the gout.
Maybe. God, I hope it's not gout. That's...
Mike thinks he has gout.
No, I don't think so.
I think you
it's
have
only
gout.
1 foot. Can you get it in just 1 foot?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's call
Really,
Derek.
what it feels like is I was like fucking around while I'm asleep last night, and I hurt my foot somehow.
Well, were you?
Yeah, I was foot wrestling someone.
Did you have a weird
A
dream?
ghost. No, I didn't have a weird dream. I didn't dream at all. It's really weird.
Whatever. It's hard to dream when you're snoring. That's what I read.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who read that? The anti-snore campaign
I've Googled a lot of stuff about snoring
for me?
for a few people, but yeah,
Oh, thank you. It's because you care.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
We have a very special guest here.
Special guest.
All the way from Memphis.
Yeah.
JC, what's up?
Not much.
You're great. And you got your You're Great
Yeah,
shirt
you
on?
do.
This is
I
awesome.
do, because somebody actually, while I was walking in downtown, somebody actually said, "No, you're great."
Yes.
Nice.
Just changing the world one shirt at a time.
Just
Yeah.
in downtown Seattle or downtown?
Seattle, yes.
Ooh.
I have had a couple people in Memphis, like after I got this, I did have a couple people go, "No, I actually think you're pretty great too. I don't know you, but you're great."
Where have you gone in Seattle so far?
I did the cliche thing, and I went on the Space Needle, even though I'm terrified of heights.
You went all the way
All
up.
the way
I
up?
went all the way up to the observation deck.
Nice.
I looked out. I did not look down because I don't like the heights. That was me. I'm sorry, guys. I farted.
Can you hear this? Sorry, I forgot.
No, it's bad. It's fine. You can leave it there. It's fine.
Sorry.
But
It's okay.
no, I did go up and look out, but again, didn't look down. Don't really like the heights,
But
but
the heights?
it's not a big fan.
Oh no!
you did it anyways because
But I
you're
did because I'm crazy and like that.
crazy.
Crazy.
I'm crazy.
I also got to see what is it? The marketplace,
Pike Place Market.
Pike
The
Place
fish
Market.
market. Yeah, did you go to
That-
Daily Dozen Donuts?
that
Donuts
place that I totally screwed up the name on. And
Pike Place Market.
Yeah.
yes, I love that place. It's really awesome.
Yeah, I'll still go down there.
I noted that there was a
Yeah, I do
Starbucks
like it
there, and
there.
I went, okay, but there are other coffee places
That is
I want
the
to go
first
to.
The
Starbucks,
one-
though.
yeah,
I
in-
actually asked somebody, and they're like, no, this isn't the first one. That's somewhere else.
Inside the market is the first one. There's one across the street, of course, like
That's not the
literally a
first one.
street over. That's like a regular one, but it's the one that's like in
Okay,
the.
so I think that was the one I went to, the regular one.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess I didn't go. I
It's got
walked
the-
a lot of it.
The first
but I
one
guess I
always
didn't
has a
go inside.
ridiculous line.
Yeah.
Just insane.
And it's
Yeah.
got the old logo with the mermaid. Like,
That
with
was
it
my
all-
Mostly what I
Merman.
all her. Sorry.
That's mostly what I wanted to see, is just the original logo. But I don't know. I
Well,
like
yeah.
to. I'm a lot like
the
my
original logo with the boobs.
Yeah.
Yes. the one with boobs.
Boob logo for the win.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta.
But yeah, I mostly
Keep
walked
it
yesterday.
interesting.
So
You walked around?
up and down all those hills.
That's
I'm
a lot
not-
of hills.
It is. I'm used to bluffs. I'm not used to hills at all. I'm used to like one slope, and then there's the Mississippi River, and that's about it. That's
Yeah.
all I'm used to.
Yeah.
That's all there is in Memphis.
Yeah.
One hill. That sounds so nice.
And we walked. That is, yeah. It's
Yeah.
different. That's fun. Amazon.
Yeah, okay. So you can rate and review, subscribe to the podcast
There you
on
go.
iTunes or Stitcher. Both of them help out a lot. You can follow us on Twitter at me Coletta, at Monica Nevi, at
JBones42.
JBones42. We're on Racketeer Radios Thursday at 7 o'clock, and you can go on Amazon and get some new shoes so you can walk up all those hills by going to huglifepodcast.com, clicking on our Amazon banner, and shopping as you normally would. Helps the podcast out a lot, and we use it to pay for the hosting fees. So that's like the best way to shop for us. Help
That
us
was
out.
really good. You went shoes right away. I was like, well,
Thank you.
what am I going to think of? I don't know.
I got you.
Sunscreen.
Oh, you need sunscreen
You
because
have
you're
to
going
be
to go
walking around.
Chelan.
Well, yeah, but
You and your shenanigans.
this is coming out way after that.
Pew, pew, pew. I like doing finger guns for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Still going.
Appreciate it. You're the best. Yeah. Do you want a good news?
Are
Are we missing announcements? We don't do shows, so I'm
No,
confused.
we just don't do shows, so it feels like we're missing announcements, but we're fine.
Okay. Good news?
Yep.
Hey, guys. Good news.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
So much.
The first good news story is janitor sends 5 kids to college for free.
What hell?
So in Boston,
Tell us
he works
more.
for Boston College as a janitor. And they have this rule where if you work for the university, your kids can go there for free, assuming they're accepted. So his kids got really good grades, and he put them through school for free.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a cool policy.
That is really
That
cool.
that's pretty nice.
Yeah, so all of his kids have gone to this school for it's Boston College. That's a hard school to get into. It's like a very
Yeah, it
prestigious
is.
school.
It's a
so,
very prestigious school.
and I'm not just saying that because my sister went there. But yeah,
and
so
played hockey.
played hokey. Actually,
pretty
it's
cool.
pronounced hokey.
I think that's way cooler than you do all the time, but whatever.
Oh yeah, I mean my sister is way cooler than me. I get it. It's fine. It's
No,
whatever.
that's not what I said. I don't need you to project your insecurities on me. I
project
said,
my
I think
insecurities
it's
everywhere.
cool that she played hockey, and you're like, yeah, whatever, she played hockey.
That's fine. I never said it wasn't cool. This is confusing.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep going.
Jethro Pitbull reprieved by Exeter judge.
I don't know what any of those words mean.
A pit bull was they found this dog, and this is kind of not making sense to me. This dog was found in a cage that was 0.9 meters by 2.8 meters, so 3 feet by 9 feet, in England, in the UK. And fearing that her confinement might make her harder to handle, the court ordered her to be destroyed, which seems kind of excessive. She didn't do anything wrong.
Is that how they say it? Destroyed?
Yeah, that's actually how they said it. And then
You just leave her in the cage and smash it or something?
I guess. And then with a giant hammer,
Just
very,
a big,
very
like a
cartoony.
cartoon.
Yeah.
Tasmanian devil comes
Yeah.
out, just has a hammer for the
But the judge was like, "This is ridiculous," and changed it and transferred her to a new home. So she's allowed to be a dog again.
Aw.
Isn't that nice?
in a bigger space.
In a bigger space.
That's fun.
Way more space.
Pitbull's getting a bad rap.
Like 4x6.
Last story.
Yeah.
Last story.
JK.
Last story alert.
Okay.
65-year-old Russian adventurer almost done circumnavigating the globe in a balloon.
What?
Yeah, he's 65. His name is Fedor Konyakov.
Oh, that's
Has
pretty
drifted more than halfway around the world since he lifted off from Northam in Western Australia on July 12th. So he's just drifting.
That makes me dizzy thinking
Yeah.
about that.
And he's fighting, it
That's
says,
the heights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
battling sleep deprivation, freezing temperatures, and ice in his oxygen mask. Scary, right?
good. Yeah.
That is scary.
So yeah, but he's doing it.
He's
gonna
he's
make it, though.
65 and he can do it, and I believe
How
in
do
him.
you become an adventurer? How do you get that title?
I think I am one
Why?
because I get in my car and go out into the world every day, and that's an adventure.
So if you just do stuff?
Yeah, if you just do stuff. It's like the movie Up. I always wondered about that because they have those people that
Kinda
are like
deciding you're gonna
professional,
do that one
like the guy in the hot air balloon that goes and just finds rare animals. He's like an adventurer type, but
That's
it's
true.
like he kills them, which is messed up. Yeah,
day. Mm.
Kevin.
Way to
Kevin's a
bring it
girl.
down. Kevin's a girl?
Kevin's a girl. It's the bird.
I don't think I've seen that whole movie.
You have never seen that whole movie? Well,
No.
we got something to do.
I've heard it's very sad.
It's very Disney sad in the first 5 minutes, and then when it gets better and better after that.
That is classic
Yep.
Disney sad.
Mhm.
When they like kill your mom in the
Pulls all
first
the heartstrings.
Yeah,
3 seconds.
They
or
kind of do
like
that.
Bambi.
Yeah, they kind of do that.
Does
in
Mighty
the-
Joe Young?
Pulls all the heartstrings and then goes, "No, guys, it gets better."
It's
from
okay.
here."
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay.
guys.
Yeah,
I promise.
So
It's kind of.
it's good though. It's
Then you
good.
have to watch the whole thing because you're like something's gotta
Yeah,
be better, right?
yeah.
Okay.
That's why you watch Disney movies, you guys. So you feel better
Totally.
about yourself.
It's totally how you.
Like you feel better.
Is Mighty Joe Young a Disney movie?
I never saw Mighty Joe Young. I don't know if it is. It's about a
Theron,
giant
like,
gorilla.
originally. Yeah,
right?
but they kill his mom like right away,
That's fucked up.
and then he lives in the zoo and he loves Charlize Theron,
Hmm.
and people are trying to poach him because he's so big.
Because he's so big,
Mm-hmm.
and he loves Charlize Theron.
Yeah, and he like saves her and stuff, you know.
Wow, he's
But
way
they-
bigger than a normal gorilla. He's not a real gorilla, right? He's just a computer-generated gorilla.
Are you scared? You look kind
Kinda.
of nervous.
Kind
Are you scared?
Oh, man, my adventurer side is waning. Oh.
If a big gorilla was outside, you're like, I'm just gonna
I'm like,
stay
I'm
in
gonna
here
stay. Well, yeah. So
Go out the back door. That's when you go out the back door. Skip the gorilla.
because you still got to adventure. You know,
Yeah,
you
you
don't
just
take a
around
break.
it.
You
Get
can
a
skip
fast
one
track
adventure,
to my
go on to
car.
the other.
That's right. Dude, Mighty Joe Young has a 52% on Rotten Tomatoes. How does that make you feel?
Is that good or bad?
That's like
It's like a
been
failing
like
grade.
meh.
I mean, 52. I suppose I could have guessed that it was in the middle.
That's an F. So
I don't care. I don't know. It's fine. It was. I mean, it's like a kids movie.
Mighty Joe Young.
I went and saw it with my grandparents and my cousin when we were younger, and both Mitchell and I cried, but we were like trying to pretend like we weren't.
Oh, that's good.
He killed his mom.
It's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
I saw it when I was younger, but I really don't remember it. But I'm assuming I cried because that seemed like a pretty emotional movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I was young. I didn't know better.
Whenever my kids that I worked with would play like house or whatever, they would always, I never really understood why, but they would always be like, okay, we're all brothers and sisters and our parents died, so we like live alone or whatever. Like that was always the scenario.
Fantasy.
Pretty
Like
extreme.
always. And I'm wondering if it comes from Disney movies because in a lot of them, they don't have parents or their parents die or something like that. Frozen, they die.
Yeah.
True.
Snow White, she has to go live in the woods. Belle doesn't have
I
a
guess-
mom and her dad gets kidnapped.
I
Like,
guess Disney movies didn't affect me that much because like the 2 times I ever played house, it was never that interesting, never that extreme.
well, yeah, it's you know, you got to have a good part. A lot of
can
the kids would get
honestly-
mad and be like, "They won't let me be the sister. They want me to be the mom."
I can honestly say
Yeah.
I never played house as a kid.
What?
Yeah, never did. Never
Why-
did that.
Why not?
Because
Is
it's
that
a
your phone?
lame game.
I'm amazed I played it at all because I'm an only child.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you have
just
anybody to play with?
preschool or something?
Yeah, that's funny. Anyways, maybe that's why all the parents are dying in Disney movies, so they're like, "That's what life is like," you know.
That's what it's all about.
Parents
Death.
die.
Life is like death.
Parents die when you're younger.
Parents
You get
die.
adopted by a mean,
Then you're adopted by a gorilla.
your mean aunt or whatever. I don't know.
Your mean aunt's a gorilla. What?
Nope.
I'm just trying to add a gorilla into everything.
I can tell.
What if I left as your podcast co-host and Mighty Joe Young became your new podcast co-host?
I think we might get more listeners. Or what would you go do? Adventure?
Yeah, I'd just switch places with him. I'd go live in.
I don't know where you thought that was going to go. Like, did you want me to be like, oh, we'd all be sad? But then everyone would be like, wait, there's a podcast with a girl
Gorilla.
and a giant gorilla? I got to listen to that.
And
I don't
yeah.
know. That sounds pretty interesting. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
thank you.
Yeah, right.
We could just pretend like you leave, and it could be you still. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I
You'd
have
be
to
like,
wear a gorilla suit.
Give it up. Our next episode, we'll just say that it's Mighty Joe Young as our guest.
Hungry Mike Coletta. That's the name it would be called of my movie.
Hungry Mike Coletta?
Yeah, instead of Mighty Joe Young, and you would be
would the
basketball Monica Nebbie.
What would the premise be? Like, what are we gonna have for dinner or something?
Yeah, Mike's mom is killed in the tragic chicken wing accident.
How do you die about it? And then what? You have to raise yourself.
To become the best chicken wing eater alive. So there's a reflection on my laptop, so I gotta move to see where I'm at with clicking.
Oh, God.
You ready to positive spin some shit?
Yeah, let's do it.
Positive spin, it's where we spin things around well.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
Do you like that better than...
What was the other one?
I don't know what you were doing before.
Positive spin.
I'll give some options. You guys can vote.
Yeah.
Was,
I like to record my own things.
I liked the whole song. Do it again. Exactly like you did it before.
Positive spin, where we take things and spin them well.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Never change. Do you want a hug?
No.
Why not?
Because
you fear intimacy with other people. This is my new thing. It's projection songs.
Yeah, that's great. I'm going to analyze your life.
This is the extended version.
Through
Positive spin.
Yeah, you guys haven't heard the whole theme song? This is it.
He's still coming up with the extended edition.
Right.
Do you guys know I can't spell projection? Because I just really failed big time on it. On my little notes
How'd
here.
you try to?
It was like P-R-J-O-G. Like, it was all over the place. I was just typing poorly. I'm like, what's happening right now? Oh.
Somebody texted me drunk the other night, and I was be like, oh, are you drunk? And they're like, how'd you know that? And I was like, well, you spelled a bunch of shit wrong in the last text. And then as I was trying to, I was like, well, you said this instead of this. I was spelling it wrong. I just kept spelling it wrong, and I was like, fuck. And I wasn't drunk.
I've actually given up several times and went ahead and texted somebody while drunk, and I'd actually take more time to spell things correctly.
So there's levels of it for me where I'll be like, I know that I'm drunk. I need to pay attention and reread it, right? And then I get so drunk that I can see that it's wrong, and I go, fuck, whatever, and send it anyways.
I just stare intently at my phone 2 inches away until I think that it's spelled
one
correctly.
eye closed.
I'm doing this new thing now where I use Siri while I'm driving to try to be safer when sending text messages.
Yeah, I do that too.
And when it sends, and if it's wrong, I'm just like, I don't fucking care anymore. Just send it.
Mine, when I swear,
they get what I'm doing. They're picking up what I'm putting down.
When I swear, it censors it. It puts a bunch,
Oh yeah, it's
symbols or whatever.
Before.
Mm-hmm.
And so I hate that part because I'm like, I'm not. If you don't know that I'm speaking into this, you think I'm taking my time to just put a bunch of symbols instead of fuck that. There's no way.
My phone still tries to think that I'm saying duck.
It's
still
trying to help you. It's like,
after
come
all these
on,
years.
be a nice person.
I don't want to be a nice person.
Okay, sorry. Positive spin. Do you want to sing again?
Positive spin, where we take things and spin them well.
That was even better.
Thank you.
Today we're going to talk about tourism.
Tourism.
And being
I'm doing all the radio sounds.
touristy. I feel like it's like a
Actually, you've encouraged
fad.
me to try my own radio voice.
Good.
before.
There you go.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it right now.
We're here to talk about tourism.
Yeah,
Mike Coletta and Monica
That is
Nevi.
Live here from the Hug Life Studios.
Live.
Some tourism talk.
Admittedly,
with
it is
Mo
similar to
Nevi
Mike's voice.
and JC. Hi. We got Delilah the cat with traffic. It's like, meow. That means it's bad.
It's always bad coming from her.
She's like, there's a lot of traffic on the one road I look at every day. That sounds sadder than it really is. I'm glad you're trying your radio voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shazam! Just making
My
noises.
God, that is terrifying.
What?
That noise.
Shazam!
Yeah.
I think I'll try that at my restaurant because I'm a cashier a lot, and we do get a lot of tourists there, so I'll try that. People
Yeah,
have
we
asked
should
me
talk
if I'm.
about where you
People
work.
have asked me if I'm from Memphis, and I just go, "Where do y'all think I'm from?" And they get a laugh, and I'm like, "Okay, now seriously, go away."
Get out of here. Stop. You're holding up the line. No soliciting.
It's a very
No
popular
solicitors.
barbecue
Soliciting's
place
a weird
in
law.
Memphis.
Yes, it is.
Soliciting sex.
Soliciting sex, or I was thinking just like when you're hanging out somewhere and they're like, "Stop." Or that's loitering. That's loitering.
Loitering. Yeah.
I'm dumb.
You know when you're like,
Hey, I don't know the difference between loitering and soliciting live here in the.
you're hanging out somewhere and you're a hooker, you know?
You know what I'm saying? When I solicit people for
Just waiting
hangouts.
for a while. Just waiting for a while.
Soliciting you for friendship here live on the Hug Life podcast. Heyo.
So, yeah, I would do that.
Guys, I'm just trying to update my friendship resume.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're doing. Updating their friendship resume.
Friendship resume.
Anyways, what I was
Friendship
saying.
resume.
Tourism.
Yes. I think it's a fad to be like, oh, I don't do touristy stuff. I do all the local stuff. You know? Like, I'm cool. I know where all the local stuff is or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
Mhm.
then people stop doing. I like the touristy stuff.
I like doing
I wanna
touristy
see
stuff in my own town. I don't give a shit.
in your own town.
In my own town.
I do feel like you should experience as much as you can, so that when people are like, "Should I go see this or whatever," you can be like, "Yes, it's worth it."
I started paying more attention to that when I worked at Graceland as a tour guide for about a year.
Working in Graceland.
Yeah, it was. Sorry. Didn't mean to laugh like that.
You can't.
I'm just here to do stupid shit the whole time.
Yeah, like that's any different.
Yeah.
It's like you're
No,
singing everything.
I had to come up with a better sense of humor than I already did at Graceland, because there were a lot of folks that took Elvis Presley a little too seriously.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, I bet that adds like a
There
whole
were-
other
There
thing.
were a lot of folks
Oh,
that were just
yeah.
like,
Think about
"Who's
that.
Elvis? I want to know about this guy." And I'm like, well, this is his house. This is his home.
You're in his
this
house?
is some shit that he did here. He kicked this chandelier once, and stuff like that.
Right.
He actually did kick like
Why did
the
he kick a
tiniest
chandelier?
because he practiced karate all the time
Ah.
at the
He's an
front part of
adventurer.
his house.
That's why.
Dude,
He was an
now I
adventurer
just-
in his own house because it's like
I
a
was
bunch of acres.
I was
of
about
land.
to do Elvis doing karate, and then I realized that's just Johnny Bravo. It's the exact same thing.
No, there really is no
Do
difference.
Johnny Bravo. Good
Yeah.
bro.
You do it? Hoo ha! I don't know. That sounds right.
Yeah,
pretty good.
That's
Hey,
pretty
man.
accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you this because, like, you're saying how people take Elvis really seriously.
Ooh,
What
way
is the
too
most
seriously.
serious thing you've ever seen then? Like as
how
far as
do people cry or
does
anything
people
weird?
cry and bawl?
I know I've
and-
seen people cry. The most
jeez.
serious. Well, the craziest thing I have personally seen was around Christmas. It was right before Christmas. The crowds weren't as strong and everything. And this 2-year-old goes. They were at the living room, and the parents were going ooh and ah. And all of a sudden, I was looking around, seeing whatever else any of the other guests were doing, because that's what they're called, guests, not customers.
Right.
But
Yeah.
Guests in our home.
although to me there really is no difference. But apparently a 2-year-old had gotten underneath the ropes and started heading towards the Christmas tree, which is on the other side of the 15-foot priceless glass table, coffee table. And the parents immediately started screaming, "Oh my God, get the kid, do something, do something." And I take, the first thing I do, oddly enough, is take my shoes off, get the ropes down, and go after the kid right as he's about to like grab onto the tree. And he was 2-year-olds like to grab onto stuff, so he was going to bring that tree
Pull
down.
it.
And you
thing
just
down.
grabbed him and just threw him
So
across
I-
the room.
And you're like, get out of
Dude,
here.
Yeah,
Gotta
so I
save
was
that
like,
tree,
"You are
you
not
know?
going to be a lumberjack today, kid.
Yeah.
This is not
Save that
this is not
tree.
the Northwest. I'm sorry."
That's yeah. I bet people.
The craziest fan theory, and just in case anyone is interested in hearing
Super
this,
interesting.
Fan theories.
Yeah.
yeah, they in a very excited manner said, "I know why you don't let us go up to Elvis's room." And it's because his brain is in a jar, and he secretly controls Graceland from up there, like all of Graceland. And it's the real answer is nowhere near as exciting as this fan theory. So I'm not going to tell you the real reason. But
You
it's
can't tell us.
Well,
Is it
I mean,
secrets?
the Lisa Marie and her mom both decided nobody's going to go up there. Also, it's a safety reason. Like, there's only one way up and down.
Oh, it's like a fire safety thing.
yeah.
I know
yeah.
a lot of people
It
when I was
really
there, they
is.
were like, maybe he's not dead, he's still up there, which makes way more sense than his brain being in a jar. But
Yeah,
It's like the Walt Disney theory of him, like, being alive, like cryogenically frozen
or
whatever.
frozen, yeah.
Yeah. It's weird.
No,
It's weird.
It's just a safety
Isn't he
reason.
buried on Graceland? Is he,
There's the memorial garden.
With his brother
It's-
and everything, right?
No,
Headstones,
his
at least.
brother's was actually buried in Tupelo, but they moved the headstone up
Headstone,
to
yeah.
Memphis
I was like, I've seen
to
that.
like honor that, and honor him and everything, and just in case anyone's like, "Did he have a brother?" and stuff
Do
like
you
that.
have a brother?
Did he have one? And so,
He
yeah,
did.
he did. Yeah, he
had a twin
died
brother.
a while ago.
He had a
though.
twin brother?
Yeah, they were
What?
twins.
What did his twin brother do?
Died?
Nothing.
Oh.
He was not able to do a thing
Really?
because he passed away like at birth.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He's
That's
like a
crazy.
few minutes older than Elvis.
Crazy, right?
I know.
What's his name? Aaron?
It's crazy.
Is that his name?
That's what is it? It's I'm gonna screw up his brother's first name, but it was like Garen. They wanted their parents wanted their names partially to rhyme. The brother
Jesse Garen Presley.
That was what I was
Jesse
gonna say.
Garen.
Never mind. It is Jesse, but Jesse Garen and Elvis Aaron Presley.
Got it. I was like, that's his middle name. Okay.
So, yeah.
Got it.
But
Well, that's a fun story.
He died at 42.
Elvis?
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know much about Elvis. To be
No,
honest
he
with you
died
guys.
at 42.
Pretty badass. When we went, my mom was like a
The
big
answer
fan.
to life, the universe, and everything.
I was like, I totally get it now.
Mm-hmm.
Like she used to listen to the
Yeah,
music, and I was like, whatever.
We had to know so many different dates. We had to know all these different facts that were around like 42, and I always made Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy references, and most people didn't understand those.
Maybe that's
and I
why
was like,
they-
that's okay.
Maybe that's why they picked that number.
you don't have to be cool, but
That's when Elvis
that's
died.
fine. Yeah.
No.
But after a while, I was like, I don't really care for this job anymore. I'm going to try something else. And then I ended up at Central Barbecue.
But it's a barbecue
go.
place.
Yeah.
No.
Way
It's my
better.
favorite kind of place.
I always knew it was a really popular place, but then I figured out just how popular it was.
Yeah.
Because
We have it here with us now.
the actual
That's
barbecue shake. So you have
Barbecue
to shake it.
shake.
You're saying you
and
put it
rib
in mac
rub.
and cheese, whatever?
Yeah, we whenever we serve like potato salad and mac and cheese,
Excites me.
we'll put a lot of a bit of barbecue shake on that, and most folks can't seem to tell the difference between barbecue shake and rib rub, and I'm constantly telling folks that barbecue shake is our seasoned salt, and even then that doesn't explain it to some folks.
They
I don't
know
know.
what seasoning salt is? What a bunch of noobs.
I know, right?
Noobs.
But
Noobs.
really the only difference is rib rub is you use that while cooking, and then
You put it on afterwards.
yeah,
the
and
shake.
then shake you just put it on afterwards. But the shake is
Got it.
the shake is kind of what has made things like sides such as our mac and cheese really popular, because
It's
that's
'cause
my
the
favorite
shake.
side there. I have to stay away from it because otherwise I'll gain way too much weight. But it is
wanna
wonderful
go.
mac and
I
cheese.
want to go right now.
I want to go back.
Let's go right now.
No,
Come on.
we can't.
You can't.
Okay, you can go.
Okay.
Sweet.
I don't want to go now if I'm going alone.
What kind of adventurer are you?
I'm a really lame one. A scared one.
I don't want to go if I'm going alone.
Yeah. Funny little thing about being a cashier. The other day, I had to take an order from a French lady and who barely spoke any English. So I was like, I had to like point at different parts of the menu, and then
and just point at
apparently I can confirm whether or not you can sit inside or on the patio, but otherwise I can't say shit in French. Because I just remember going, no, oui, yes. Oui. And
Do you
that's
get a
about all
lot
I knew.
of tourists at that place?
Yeah, since I started working there, like especially this summer, I honestly do think 4th of July has had something to do with it. But we've had lots and lots of Australian folks.
Really?
Few Irish folks. And I made a few Sweeney jokes because my last name is Sweeney, and I was like, oh, Ireland, it's Sweeney, and stuff like that. They usually get a kick out of it, but I'm also very cheesy with those jokes, and they don't always expect that.
Don't be such a Sweeney, like weenie. I don't know. Is that what you do? How do you do it? How do you guys?
How do you do it?
How do you casually
How
make
do
it
you
into
be funny
conversation?
at the cashier stand? Well, it's usually like I don't know. It's a little situational, so it kind of depends on what's happening, or if they're asking me something like Graceland, or if it can come down to something as simple as like what the price is. Like if it's $19.90, I'll say, oh, $19.90, that's your price, and that was a good year. I was chilling and sitting
Oh,
around,
nice.
stuff like that, and then they usually get a kick out
And
of
then
it.
they go, here's all of my money.
Yes, and
That's
they're
what
like,
they do.
"Here's
It's for you.
Here's all this money. I don't know why I'm in a sing-song.
Shut up and
mood
take my
today.
money
Just
already.
shut up and
Gosh.
take it. Just take my money. Ugh. Shut up. God.
Oh, and also every time
Weird.
my favorite one is whenever somebody orders a beer, like it's all local stuff, and
Like
point at a
local
list.
breweries?
Yeah, like local breweries.
Ooh.
We have Memphis Made. That's a
Memphis
shout out to
Made?
Memphis Made.
Is that a
Memphis
brewery?
Made.
Mm-hmm.
Our
It's actually
sponsor for
right
this
around the
episode.
corner from Central Barbecue. I could
Are you
say
guys like best friends?
yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like friends.
And a pizza shop. Like they order a ton of pork from us all the time, and
The pizza
mild
shop
sauce.
Do they do
Yeah.
like barbecue pizzas and stuff?
Yeah, they do their own spin on barbecue pizza.
What do you guys
and
think about barbecue pizza? Tell me your thoughts on it. I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on it.
Pizza is my favorite food in the world, so I love
Pizza
it.
is?
It also depends.
It's a
Yeah,
good
pizza in
choice.
general, it's the best choice because it's the most versatile food there is.
It's true. You can have a lot of different things on it.
Mhm.
That's
Can I
right.
Dessert pizza.
Have
Oh,
a lot of
goodness.
meats, vegetables, or desserts, depending on what your preference.
Just
on
a pizza with brownies on it.
I actually have had that kind of pizza before.
You have an ice cream pizza?
Ooh,
I don't know if I've had ice cream pizza before. That sounds good though.
I just made it up.
sounds perfect.
What is
Yeah.
it? But the basic gist of the barbecue pizza is they take our mild sauce and pork. They always get like 4 shoulders, which is like the hugest thing.
That's
ever.
a big chunk
Like,
of
it's
meat.
a literal
a pork shoulder. Yeah.
I
shoulder
feel like
of.
pigs should have bigger looking shoulders for how big
I
that
know, they
like
need
meat
to look
part
like
is.
buff or
Mhm.
something.
Yeah, like they have
They need to
football
look more
pads
buff.
on it.
They
So-
call me Mr. Pig. It's from Lion King. I like that movie.
Pumbaa.
Pumbaa.
But yeah, they'll
Relate
take
to.
it and pull it apart and all that stuff and just kind of put it on,
So
slap it on the pizza. And
Do you
then,
do
Is there
any of the
cheese on it too?
cooking?
I think so. Yeah.
Do you get to do any of the cooking at all?
No, not really. I mean, I've done food prep and I've also been a food runner. So that means I got to be one of those guys that's like 16. Who has
fun.
16? And if you don't answer immediately, we're gonna go.
Eat
Okay, nobody's hungry. I guess I get a free pork sandwich, and that's when someone goes, oh no, that was actually me. It's like, okay, here you go.
Yeah, people
Why?
that don't
Or
pay
here are your
attention to their
nachos.
number when they're called at a restaurant drive me insane.
It's because you're already waiting in line for food, so you're upset.
I'm already upset.
Yeah, you're like, why don't I have it?
I go to my favorite sandwich place around here, Tats. It's near the market, actually. It's near Pioneer Square.
Oh,
and
nice.
when people like call the number like over and over again, they don't answer. I'm like, what are you doing? This is your lunch.
Where did you go?
You just spent money on this, and you're not going to be here. This is infuriating.
What's
You're
up with
upset. Maybe they're
that?
peeing.
I don't care. They shouldn't pee.
Well, then
they
they
should
should
wait.
pee
They should go
faster.
pee and then order. If they're going to do that.
Maybe
Don't.
they didn't know they had to pee until after they ordered.
Well, see, that's one of the coolest things about
Dummies.
that's one of the
Positive
coolest things
spinning people
about
who
Central.
don't.
I think is we have to, as a cashier, you're basically the only cashier there, so you have to be able to move the line along, especially on a Saturday because that's our most popular day of the week.
Yeah.
So if you can't just, you basically have to subtly tell the customer, like a new customer, like, can you hurry the fuck up already? I can't remember if
That
we
wasn't
can
very
cuss.
subtle, but yeah.
Well, I mean, the way I
Yeah,
just
you
said
can
it
say
isn't
that.
subtle, but we have to try to find very nice ways to kind of shoo them along.
Get the fuck out of the
I'm looking
way.
at the menu right now, and it looks delicious.
You're just looking at the
Yeah. Beef brisket plate. What do you think's the best thing there?
Get
You
a,
think
you get a
pulled pork
dinner
there is
roll
good?
and 2 sides with that of your
I
choice.
So I've talked about this before, I'm sure.
Sure. That's
I
fine.
forget about the dinner roll until I
Mhm.
go to like a wedding or a barbecue place, because that's when they always are.
Mhm.
Forget about the dinner.
I forget
roll.
about the dinner roll. You know, it's a
wedding
beautiful-
cake. Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, yeah. You had a wedding cake?
That bit was it's so
Yeah,
funny. Anyways,
we're just calling out other comedians' bits on the podcast.
Nick
Oh, no.
Swartzen,
Yeah,
he's
Nick
great.
Swartzen.
Anyways,
But what do you think is the best meat there at Central
I love
Barbecue?
the turkey the best.
That's
Like,
funny because I'm on the turkey right
this
now.
got
there
so
you
far
go.
derailed, but you have so many questions about
Hot rubbed
barbecue.
It's hot. It's turkey rubbed with hot rub. It's
Well,
not hot
well-
rubbed. Hot rubbed turkey.
that
Essentially, rub our meats.
Hot rubbed.
well,
turkey.
one of my cheesiest jokes that I've only pulled it a couple of times is someone will order turkey and I'll immediately go, are you calling me a turkey right now? Is that what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Or if they order fries, and I'll have the small fry. Like, are you calling me a small fry right
It's
now?
got to be
'Cause I'm actually
difficult
bigger
because
than
when
that.
you make jokes as a cashier in a restaurant, you can't go too blue. You know, you got to go.
No.
You got to
Yeah.
go friendly. You
You
got to
gotta-
be
you gotta be
family. You gotta be
careful.
family
You
Yeah,
gotta
it's
friendly.
be family friendly.
gotta be pretty.
Also, you better
family
hope
friendly.
that person's not already irritated.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. Well, sometimes you can change that up because if there's like no line and somebody if you're dead and is like the middle of a shift change or something,
Uh-huh.
and there's like one person that walks in, like I mean, obviously you can't cuss or anything, but it doesn't have to be PG necessarily. I've had some pretty raunchy jokes as a cashier before.
I would make people make the noise of the animal they want to eat. Is what I would do. I'd be like, "Oh, you want a turkey? Give me your best turkey sound right now."
Gobble,
No.
gobble.
That kind of thing.
You're like the weird, like the
Mhm.
soup
Gobble,
Nazi,
gobble.
but you're like the barbecue Nazi.
Yeah, that's what I would do. And I
to
think I'd
do
be
it
really
right.
good at it, you guys. I think I found my calling, leaving
Literal
Seattle
calling.
and Los Angeles, moving to Memphis. Doing barbecue.
To make animal
remember,
noises?
when I first met y'all, you were saying you liked Coletta's.
I did.
The restaurant.
I saw
You
Coletta.
never
You
went
go.
there.
You never went.
Have you been there?
I've been there a couple of times.
Is it?
They're
Oh
pretty
my god!
good.
We got
Oh
someone
my
who's been there.
God.
Holy shit! This just changed the game completely. This whole podcast. We're done with the positive spin segment. Okay, tell me all about it.
Fucking start it.
It's been a while, but it is great food though. It's what Italian food? And
It's Italian
they have pastas and it's
I looked up their
great.
menu when we were in the car because he freaked out. It was just on like a sign for
Said Coletta's
going,
Family
and he was like,
Italian.
"We
It's
have a
practically-
restaurant." And I was like, "You don't."
It's
know that."
practically a secret almost. It's like mostly just
It's everything
Memphis go
I
there.
want it to be.
Maybe
it's a dream.
It's like
It was all a
your
dream.
dad's secret family or something.
My dad. I should ask
Something
him.
like that. It could be.
Dad, tell me about your secret family.
I'd be like my other
Cough
wife
up
or
the
whatever.
details, guys.
Second wife.
So it's good. So when we go back, we'll have to.
We'll go right now.
But it's
We'll
one
go.
of
We'll go.
many
What?
great restaurants though. So it's like it's I don't know. We have a lot of great restaurants. Like not just barbecue, but also Coletta is one of those great restaurants.
They claim to be the
So
first to
it's-
put barbecue sauce on pizza, to make a barbecue pizza.
Really,
That's what they claim, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot
I'll
about that.
have to go
Mhm.
over there and talk to him about
Yeah,
that.
you should. You should talk to him about
Be
it.
like, is this the truth?
Is
When
this
did
the truth?
happen?
Are you BSing right now? Tell me if you're BSing. I hate it when people BS, you know what I'm saying? Or BM. Hey,
Barbecue sauce.
All right.
Poop jokes. What's up?
Hey, so yeah, tourism. I
Oh
think
yeah, tourism.
yeah, it's fine. Because while it's more expensive, it's kind of like one of those things that you. Because so you know when you're at a party and everyone's like, we're bored, and you play a drinking game to like get things started.
Yeah.
I feel like doing tourist stuff like that in a city is a way to get things
Tourism
started.
is the drinking game of
Is
traveling.
the drinking games of
Got
traveling,
it.
yeah.
It's the King's Cup of
It's
traveling.
it's the beer pong of traveling. Like, because a lot of times I go to a city and I don't know what to do, and I'm like, well, I'll go do the touristy stuff, and then I'll meet people and I'll hear other things, and I'll go to the other stuff.
You know, when
That's
I go
just
to
a
a new
starter.
city and I don't know what to do, I'm like, let's play King's Cup. I just ask random people,
To
and it really gets
drink.
it going.
It does make sense because I
That's how
did
Monica
get
gets her party started.
slightly drunk on the Space Needle.
Nice.
Right.
They have a bar
It's
up
like,
there.
what?
They do have a bar, and I was
Didn't
like, I'm gonna get a hot dog, a Seattle dog, as they called
Did you
it.
get cream
And
cheese
it
and
was
all that?
it had cream cheese.
There
I
you
had
go.
no idea that was a thing, and I
It's
was
very much a thing
Oh
up
my
here.
god, I
Yeah.
love it.
Is it good?
Yeah,
You
Is
do
it
it.
good?
I had
There
no,
you go.
I didn't know that mushrooms, hot dog, and cream cheese in that order would make such a great combo.
That does
and
sound good.
then I got a local beer, and I just kept looking out at the skyline. Now it's
It's
like
fun.
this
You're
is
doing
this is
it
lovely.
correctly. It sounds
doing
like
it
so
right.
I felt
fun.
like I was.
You're
'cause-
doing it right.
'cause I was
Everybody
not that
will be
sober,
dancing,
but I
dancing.
sobered up before I went down though. I did decide.
Why?
That was
You don't want to get
necessary.
that drunk elevator
That's
ride?
what he said. What?
What did he say?
Sobered up before I went down, though.
Oh, hey. Let me sober up before I
appreciate your
perform
commitment to the high five,
Cunnilingus,
anyways. You're like, sure, whatever.
Colonel Angus.
Yes.
Positive spin, Cunnilingus. Coming at you live here.
The
faces
a
that were just
different episode.
Yeah, but tourism gets things started. And you meet people while you do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I feel like
Sometimes
those things, though,
homeless
like
man will be picking his toes and it'll call you a lady.
yes.
When you're doing touristy
Oh
stuff.
God, we weren't really doing touristy stuff, but that's still one of the top 5
That
moments in
happened-
my
that
entire
happened when
life.
We were in Denver. My hair was getting longer, and her and I were
Oh,
walking
boy.
back from Comedy Works.
Comedy Works, yeah.
And this guy, he's just this fat guy in suspenders picking his toes, homeless guy. And he just goes, hello, ladies.
I started
And I
laughing
have like
so
a
hard.
full beard. It's so funny, but it's still like hilarious. I'm like, that's funny. It's a great thing to happen.
Hilarious.
That's what is it? They're way more that's more aggressive than most of the homeless folks in Memphis. They either hold a sign or they'll go like, excuse me
Yeah.
for
We
like,
have
20,
a lot
for like
of-
20 minutes. Excuse
This
me.
man did
And then
not
if,
give a
and then
fuck.
if you glare at them for a couple of times, oh, I'm sorry to bother you. Bye.
Southern
That's about
hospitality
it.
really probably makes it difficult to be a panhandler
It does.
because you're just too nice.
You're
still too
polite.
nice. Yeah.
A lot of them are, yeah.
Barbecue bologna? What is this?
It is a mixture of turkey, beef, and pork.
Oh.
All in one bologna style setup of a sandwich. That was the weirdest way to put it, but we do have a thick deli
Peanut butter
slice.
pie.
Oh yeah,
You just
Cheesecake,
keep
peanut
going
butter.
tourism. Oh yeah, blah, blah, and then just
We have a
reading off
5-layer
another
cake, too.
menu item.
3 options for a 5-layer cake.
Dude, it's so good, Monica. Yeah, I'm closing out the menu. I'm not going to look at it
Yeah, that's
anymore.
probably for the best.
I'm going to go back
'cause
to Elvis
this-
Presley's death page. I was looking at it on Wikipedia.
I don't know if that's any better, but probably best to get away from the menu because it's. I have
good.
literally
Dude,
had
that's another thing
somebody.
about-
I have literally had somebody go like, I was looking at the menu online. Don't know why. And then I had to have some nachos. Man, I was craving nachos and some cheesecake, so I just had to come over. It's like, well, there you go. Just pay me $10. You're good.
Yeah.
Dude.
So,
That's how that
Dude.
works, marketing.
yeah.
Yes.
I feel like there's a list of things I want to see that are touristy, but I feel like you'd need to see them, like the Space Needle or Mount
Yeah.
Rushmore or something like that.
I want to go to Mount
Yeah.
Rushmore real bad. I
I
want to go to
really do.
Yellowstone really bad.
Yeah. Old
Oh,
Faithful.
I've wanted
I want to
go
look at Old Faithful
Yellowstone.
before Old Faithful turns off.
I know.
Yeah.
Turns out.
Mm-hmm.
They just turned it off.
Mother Nature's going to flick the off switch.
Mm-hmm.
Mother Nature's always a weird thing to say.
Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls. Yeah.
Oh, we have a
Go down in a barrel?
since it's the summertime. Our patio has a sprinkler setting, and when it's turned on
Ooh.
too high, I call that the Niagara Falls setting because it's a fine.
So is it
veil
meant to
of
be like
effect.
cool
Just
people
keeps
down?
going.
Is that what it's meant to do? Like,
Yeah, it's supposed to cool you down.
Oh, like an outdoor
central
misty
barbecue.
type of thing.
Yeah, so you
Climate
don't pass out
settings.
from the humidity and heat in that order.
They should do that in LA, but we're in a
yeah,
drought.
they don't.
Can't
you
do
can't
it.
use any water
You
at
couldn't
all.
do it.
So you use seawater. Gross. We're all salty. Another reason to do tourism stuff is because of all the good stuff you eat when you go to these touristy places. Positive spin.
Yes.
Spinning things.
I think that is
so
like
they
part
don't
of
know.
just tourism and like Beecher's cheese. Like people always go there. That's like a touristy place.
Beecher's
But
cheese. Have you gone there yet?
That's very good.
Oh,
Yes,
you got
that's
to go.
actually-
That's one of my
cheese.
their mac and cheese is great. Ooh, I'm putting that in there. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Let's go right
Jesus.
now.
Dude,
Coming to
like,
July.
yeah.
From Pike Place Market.
Yeah.
Your donut place there. You know, like
Bailey
all that's
Dozen.
kind of fun
That's a good
to
donut
see.
I found a couple of donut places like walking down Capitol Hill to downtown, and there was one. It was just raspberry on top of a chocolate donut, and I fell in love with that. I'm pretty. You don't have to do a whole lot.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
donuts
donuts
Pretty
to
simple,
impress me.
simple donut lover.
man.
I'm pretty basic when it comes to my donuts.
We're at 39 minutes
coffees.
right now.
Do you want top 5?
Yeah, we should probably top 5. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I also
yeah.
love coffees all in
Okay.
there.
Coffee's all in there. Yeah. Sorry. We're running out of
I think
time.
we did a good job. No, we didn't.
Good job.
We just
Top
talked
5
about
turnaround.
food for a while.
Top 5 turnaround.
Okay, ready?
Pop up video.
You know how to play? You know how to play.
Yeah.
5 words of something. You guys are on a team.
We're
Tell
the
us
best.
why.
Around.
Nothing's ever
Yes.
gonna bring me down.
Ooh,
Yes.
Ooh, yeah,
that's
see?
pretty
Yeah.
good. Worst tourist attractions. So you're gonna have
And we
to
gotta
tell
say why
us
they're worth
why
going
you
to?
would want to go and visit
All right.
this place.
Ooh.
Pew, pew. I'm ready to go. I got my
Let's-
finger guns. Let's do this.
This was
Let's do it.
number 5. Well, it was number 10, but number 5 on their list was Seattle's Gum Wall.
Oh.
Did you go there? Did you see that?
No, not
It's
yet.
disgusting.
But we will figure this
Didn't
out.
they just
anyway.
clean it off and people are making it
yeah,
more?
yeah,
again?
it's already like back to. So it's next to this theater that's
It's actually near
kind
Pike
of-
Place. You probably walked past
it's
it.
in
not
Pike
knowing.
Place.
Possibly.
and
Below
people
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
just put their gum on the wall and it's like covered. It's disgusting. It's gross.
Hmm.
It freaks me out. I don't like to stand
I
next
think
to
it's
it.
a
but
cool tourist attraction because you can add something to it and it's totally cool. You could put your gum on there and it's totally
And
fine.
There's a lot of colors that you could
Yeah.
get from that. Hopefully, mostly pleasant.
Yeah,
To look
you
at.
can add your own gum. It's the only tourist attraction you can add something to. It's great.
You just got to avoid the other gum that
Yeah, you just gotta,
may
like,
not be
And
dry.
this is-
Spit it really hard so it sticks. You know, you gotta do that.
but people
Yeah,
always
just
like,
hope the rest is already dry.
what if somebody pushed you into it? What would you do?
I'd be like, it's so sticky. Why?
I might vomit.
Well,
You might vomit.
yeah.
Does it gross you out that
I
much?
worked
Super.
at scout camps for a while, so I learned to just roll with it. So I would say, please, somebody take a picture before I have to get off this wall, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
All right, that was
my reaction
quick.
anyway.
You like that?
You
We're,
get to be a
we're really
part of-
good
you
at
get
this.
to be a
JC and I
part
are
of
crushing it
something.
right now.
Boom.
Yeah.
Orange crush.
4.
One down.
Number 4.
The world's largest ball of paint is in Alexandria, Indiana.
World's largest ball of paint?
Yep.
Paint.
Like
Like they-
dried up paint?
Yep.
And it's in a ball?
You've
Dude.
just been painting on it.
That'd be
Forever.
so. That's a cool. I like these world's biggest things, like most
that's
ridiculous,
very
like these
colorful.
ridiculous
You
Midwest.
like
like,
you want to do a tour where we only play where like the world's largest something is?
yeah, like the world's largest ball of yarn, or like the world's largest zucchini, like ridiculous shit like that. I love shit
Yeah.
like that. It's like it's hometowny and
It's
dumb.
it's very spherical and
Yeah.
colorful sounding.
It's
I
great.
imagine it would also
a ball
would have
of
a lot
paint
of
is so
colors.
random.
I
Yeah,
saw
it's
a
so-
picture of
yeah.
it though, and it's like Not that impressive.
Well, maybe it seems like you're against us.
Question.
It is
Can
so
you
like
add paint to this ball of paint?
It didn't say that you could.
Ooh,
But
I'm gonna find out if I ever visit. I'll find out.
there you go. That's
I'm not
going
gonna
to
ask anybody. I'm just gonna have
Is
a
it close
bucket
to
of paint.
Santa Claus, Indiana?
I'm just gonna have a bucket of paint and a paintbrush and just start
Just go for it and see if anybody stops you.
I'm looking at it right now. It looks so much like a giant testicle. It's insane. And that's a reason to go alone. Look at it.
That's why you
Look
like
at
it.
it. It looks all.
It's disgusting. But it is different colors in all of those pictures, so maybe
looks
one, they
like
should
a
get
water
it checked
balloon.
out,
Look
but
at that
also
man
then
grabbing
they
that
just
giant
keep
testicle.
painting a different color over
I'm
it.
fine.
looks like
I would
a-
totally go. Now that looks like a giant ball. It's hilarious. You gotta take a
Totally.
picture with
That
it.
looks like a bunch of paint balloons within one larger balloon.
Yeah.
So that sounds like a paint fight to me.
I like this.
That's going to be my positive spin. Paint
Yeah,
fight.
Paint fight.
That's great.
Number 3.
Pretty good.
Number 3.
The Corn Palace
The Corn Palace.
in South
Is that
Dakota.
like a maze?
Oh, I've
It's-
heard of this place. My friend went there and got me a magnet,
Ooh.
but I don't know exactly
Is there
what
like
it is.
a bed or something made out of corn?
No, it's like
is
this
this
whole
a
building. I
base?
think it's a museum
Oh,
about
okay.
corn.
All about corn. Is there a taste test of corn?
Ooh, maybe.
That's what I would want to know. Corn.
I didn't
Is
read
it
the whole
like
thing about obviously.
maize corn throughout the generations or something?
It's
Oh, this building looks amazing. It looks great.
And it has such a corny name too.
Look at it. That looks like a cool building.
What?
I would
That-
totally go.
Yeah,
it looks
I-
like
they
the
use
Taj
like
Mahal
the
of
worst
corn.
picture over here during the day. Look
World's
like during the
only
day.
corn
is what it
palace.
looks
Oh, here's a picture of the front.
like. Yeah, but then what's in it? What can you?
What?
That looks
It's
majestic.
a palace.
That looks great. You love castles. This is a castle.
I do.
That is a majestic
I
palace.
don't know why we're not against each other right now.
I feel like we
You're
are. After
like-
the way you dissed on the world's largest ball of paint.
I'm just putting some thoughts out there.
Well,
maybe why
my
people wouldn't be
positive spin
super
is
into
that
it.
it looks great.
It's
that
a
would
majestic palace.
make me go. I want to go. I want to go to there.
It looks like a corn-themed
learn about corn.
palace from Aladdin.
It's true. If you distract me with a castle, I will learn about corn.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Same
It's
here.
educational.
Any day.
It
Any
looks
day.
like something in Reno or something with all the
Does.
lights.
Also looks like something you would see on the way to Wally World.
For sure. I love it.
Well, I
Oh,
like
and
it.
it's got some like murals on the side of like the history
a
of corn.
pretty-
I'm into it. I'm 100% into
Dude,
this. I love the
awesome.
problem with this
that
thing is I
fun?
love cheesy shit like this.
Is
I'm
that
into it.
fun party
Mhm.
trivia to be like, hey, do you guys want to hear about corn?
Yeah.
That's not- You want to hear about the history of corn? All right. Number two?
Yep.
Two.
The Barbed Wire Museum
The Barbed Wire Museum.
in Texas.
Well, if you were thinking about like starting your own prison, it would be a great thing. You know, it'd be good. It would be worth going.
Is
to.
that something you consider?
I don't know
sometimes?
anything about. I do know nothing about barbed wire,
So you
so
could
maybe
learn
there's a
some
reason
new
to go.
stuff,
That's like
yeah.
a rare reason.
Yeah, when did this start?
I hope the
who
barbed wire museum is
invented it?
made out of barbed wire. I'm looking this up right now.
You can't
Like-
actually
like
go
the
in it
actual
because there's just
building.
barbed wire
You have to
around
be
it.
careful when you're going through the building, through the
Yeah.
entrance. Their security is really top notch, I would imagine.
It looks good. It looks great. It does look kind of like a prison a little bit.
Well, yeah, I'm sure
So
there's.
you get a nice prison experience.
Whoa.
Fences. That's
It's a
ironic.
tribute
metal
to barbed
fence.
wire.
Maybe this is in Kansas. Never mind. It's not the right place.
Kansas, where they do beef ribs instead of pork ribs.
Ooh.
Random
the
plug-in.
difference.
How do you feel? Do you like?
Well,
pork
never
ribs or
mind.
beef
One's
ribs?
from a
I
cow.
actually have never had beef ribs, and I don't know. I like to try different things, even
Dude.
if it's different barbecue.
Dude, you could meet this.
Shout out to
gentleman.
Big Food Barbecue in
Big Food?
downtown Seattle.
He looks. Ooh.
They have really awesome barbecue.
Did you have barbecue here?
Even
That's
slaw,
awesome.
even the slaw, and I am not a cabbage fan. I do not care for it. I even ate their slaw, so that
Wow.
from
Big
a
food.
picky
Big
Memphian
ups.
to
Hey,
Seattle.
Big Food
pretty
barbecue.
good.
Good
You're
for you,
great.
Seattle. Big Food Barbecue. Good
Also
job.
because it's
You're doing
Bigfoot. That's their-
great. Good
so-
work.
Keep it up.
Also because their logo is Bigfoot.
Let's call
I'm a
them and
Bigfoot
just
fan.
say a bunch of stuff like that.
Hey, we heard you guys.
Hey,
at
heard
the
you guys
barbecue.
are
Never
awesome.
been.
We
Good
just wanted to
job.
tell you you're doing a great job.
Well, I love you.
We should do that
Change.
just for fun.
Oh
Just
yeah.
call businesses and be like, hey, Chuck E. Cheese, you guys are killing
You guys
it.
are great.
Really doing a great job
Number
there. Entertaining the
one.
kids.
One.
Number 1, the National Museum of Funeral History.
You know what? This is kind of like the barbed wire museum that I would not know what is in that museum, and that makes you. It's like this mystery to it.
You
wanna
know there's going to be something where you're like, oh, that's weird. I didn't know that. You
Yeah.
know, like
I would hope that there's somebody like Bernie from the movie Bernie that would be your guide.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
would be
somebody
a
dressed up as
really
Bernie, like that guy in.
flamboyantly
Oh, yeah.
positive,
Coeur d'Alene.
happy guy.
I love it.
When I'm
I
in
wanna
Coeur
go.
d'Alene next, I will ask him if he's ever
Also,
considered being a
What is it
tour
called
guide at
again?
the
history,
the
funeral?
National Museum of Funeral History.
Also, I did learn at some point that funerals are connected to living rooms, and that's where the phrase "living room" came from, because there used
Because
to
nobody's
be-
dead in there.
Yeah, because you're literally living.
I just want to let you
That's
guys know
amazing.
that when you type in National Museum of Funeral History, the first thing that comes up is coupons,
Oh boy.
car
Whoa.
show,
They're having a
wiki,
tough-
and Pope.
That's
Because in the
amazing.
South a lot, you would have wakes in your own house for whatever reason. I think it was before funeral homes in the South, and you would have a room specifically for a wake whenever that
Dude.
happened.
Oh.
So I may be screwing.
Have you been
some
in this
of this
museum?
up.
Why do you know all this?
This
No.
place is full of cars, like old hearses.
No, we just
and
have
stuff,
some-
which
we
is
just
kinda
have some-
cool.
that's
It's
interesting.
kind of cool. Like, look at all these photos of these crazy hearses and like wagons and stuff like that.
That's,
I'm
I
just
didn't
like-
expect that part.
You like cars?
We have a cemetery called Elmwood Cemetery, and they do like a Halloween tour of it, and then they just tell you random facts
Oh,
through
just-
like monologues and
interesting.
like
stuff.
scary facts.
Sometimes it is scary.
Just your face looks so scared when you say like.
But that's also
scary
where I learned
facts.
like a short history of the living room, which I would hope would be in that. That's my positive.
Yeah,
spin.
that's
the history
that's
of living
interesting.
rooms.
Then that's
be
good
interesting.
party trivia. I feel like you're hanging out and you guys, hey, we're in the living room. Do you know why they call it
Yeah.
that? Because
Living
no one's
rooms?
dead in
they're
here.
Bedrooms,
dead.
dinettes.
I just want to know what
Oh yeah.
if you have to specify that you're the National Museum of Funeral History. Is there other
Yeah, there's,
museums
like,
of
the-
funeral history?
there's, like-
There's like a
museum?
local.
Yeah, there's like
museum.
the
Regional or
Washington
local
State
one?
Museum of Funeral History.
Yeah,
Is there a
Mhm.
Northwest one? Is there a Southern
Yeah.
museum?
Which
Museum's
I
great.
would assume their traditions regarding funerals would be different.
Yeah, funeral
you know?
practices are
They
Yeah.
have
very
all these
different
old
across the world.
coffins. It's kind of cool. It's kind of neat.
But at what point do you go, oh, this is creepy?
It seems like a funeral that my dad
I have
would
a
probably
very
take me
absurd
to.
sense of humor, so this would
A
not be
museum
creepy
that
to
my
me.
dad
A
take
little.
Like a weird.
That made it sound like you guys just go to funerals
There's
that
a
you
weird
like don't
thing-
know anybody
there's a
at. You're
weird
just
thing
like, let's
is-
just
is
go.
all these pictures.
Little
and then
father
there's
son
one-
time.
all these pictures of the museum, and then one picture of Robin Williams, and then more pictures of the museum. It's really dark. Really
Oh,
weird.
hey, this is slightly distracting one more time, but I actually met Robin Williams' half brother at my high school. He works
Really?
there as a physicist. Or, well, not physicist. He works there as a physics teacher. That's the correct
That's
way to put
interesting.
it. His, I don't know if I should be saying his name, but I'll say his last name, Max Smith Williams.
Oh.
But they do kind of look similar. But this was before Robin passed away, and I remember one day, after all that happened, and he actually came back because the whole family had to go to the funeral, and he came back, and I told him I'm sorry that Robin passed away. Oops, and he was like, thank you very much for that.
Why are you
Oh,
breaking
no.
my table, buddy?
I'm not trying to. I'm sorry. Apparently, I'm breaking tables
You're fine.
across the country.
And just a physics teacher. I
Yeah,
think about that.
he
Where
makes it very interesting too. From like I had a bunch of friends that took his class. Like it was like college level physics, so you wouldn't get like the highest grades because it would just be so much that he taught you. But he would make it interesting. Like he would show you the visual aspect of a lot of physics.
I don't understand physics at all, so maybe I
I
should
love
have.
physics in
Maybe
high
I
school,
should have
actually.
taken
But
it.
like if you
I
talk
didn't take it in
about,
high school. I think that's why I fucking sucked at it in
I think
college.
same here.
Yeah.
But like if it was about gravity, he would show you different gravity related things.
Yeah.
To keep that short, I don't
That's
want to
good.
ramble on too much longer.
You ramble it up. I just sent you the quiz.
Quiz.
All right, we ready to take the quiz? We're at 50
quiz,
minutes.
glorious quiz. We
gotta
are
take
doing
Got
thumbs
it.
up. Quiz, glorious quiz.
All right, the quiz today.
Ooh.
So which grunge band are you? A little
grunge
Seattle tourism. Did you go to
band.
the EMP yet? You check that out?
Go there.
No, I
going
with
to.
all the things I was going to do yesterday, I wanted to wait on that until either today or tomorrow. But I am
do it.
going to that. Plus, they have Star Trek.
They do.
I love Star
can tell you
Trek.
this. I went to it.
Oh my
I just went to the
gosh.
Star Trek exhibit
I'm jealous,
like a week ago.
but not for long.
It's
'cause I'm
rad.
going.
It's good. It's really cool.
Sweet.
It's
I'm
really
excited.
cool. And they have a bunch of old costumes and stuff. And they also have this fashion exhibit called like wearable art. That's a part. You don't have to pay extra for that. That's just in the museum.
Okay.
Really worth it. And the video games exhibit's rad. All right, which grunge band do you choose? A flannel pattern.
Sweet.
I picked
love
this
flannel.
blue one right here. That's the one I selected. Do you any of these other ones tickle your fancy, JC? How do you feel about it?
I'll go with a more traditional lumberjack one and choose the middle one.
The middle one, the red one.
Yeah, the
All
red
right.
and black.
The red
checkers.
and black checkered one, Monica.
Yeah.
It's okay. Which one do you think you like?
I like the bigger. I like the bigger.
Do you like flannel?
Ooh. What's the difference between? Some of these seem plaid. What's the difference?
I don't know, actually.
I like this Burberry one. I'm gonna go Burberry. 'cause
Burberry. It always seemed like a very British
fancy.
word
Yeah.
to me.
Fancy.
Burberry.
And the
Probably scoot
next
that
question
out.
is, which word resonates with you the most? Junk, syntax, ache, blood, dog, burn, drown, waste, or sick? I picked ache because my toe aches. That's why I picked ache.
I'm gonna pick blood
Blood?
because that's a very punk rock thing.
Yeah.
I know that's not
Is it?
grunge, but it's very punk rock.
What did you choose, Monica?
Waist.
Waste.
I don't know why.
You got to pick a magazine.
Oh boy.
I picked Playboy because the middle one has this
It's
really
very
awesome
dirty,
side boob
dirty
with the
shirt.
with the
I'm
hat.
picking
Underboob.
sassy because that's what I am sometimes. I'm
Sassy right there.
I can be sassy. Yes.
Other options are Sports Illustrated, Details. What's that? Light. What's that?
Interview.
Interview.
That's
Spin.
a very odd font.
Yeah, it's a very bad font. I don't know. These are weird. Details
Very
magazine.
strange.
Yeah. What did you pick, Monica? Sports Illustrated?
Yeah.
Pick a dreary color.
A dreary color.
Yeah, I picked this one, top right
Do
one.
These all look just dark gray to you.
Yeah, they do. I really couldn't decide because I was like, these look very similar. So
Not sure what the color is, but bottom left. I don't know how to describe
It's
it.
like a lighter lavender.
Oh, yeah.
kind of.
There's a lot of lavender being sold in Seattle. It's
There
really
is, yeah.
I'm
entertaining.
gonna go this dark green at the top. I wore pants that color last night.
what do you hate the most? Sellouts, liars, junkies, arrogant people, macho assholes, weak people, hypocrites, myself, or haters? I picked arrogant people.
I love the way you're reading these.
Thank
This is
you.
really in a
This is
grunge
really
mode.
great.
Getting in the grunge
Really
mode.
getting in
Yeah.
character for this quiz.
Yes, thank
I
you.
appreciate your effort. You're great.
You know, you're
Usually, I'm gonna go with macho assholes because I do deal
That's a
with
good
them
one.
on occasion, and it's
macho
not-
assholes love barbecue. That's a problem.
I like
Some
how
do.
it went macho assholes and then weak people next. Like if you were a macho asshole, you're like fucking weak people.
It's
Yeah.
like there's a theme going on.
I liked arrogant people. That's what I chose because I don't like arrogance. It sounds like smell a little bit. Arrogance.
Maybe haters. I know it's a hard
Monica's all
thing
like,
to do.
"Fuck
Because
the haters."
Yeah.
haters are gonna hate.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it's a hard thing to do,
Because
but
the haters gonna
people should be happy for other people.
Pick a card, any card. The 8 of Spades, the Jack of Clubs, the 7 of Hearts, the King of Diamonds, the Queen of Hearts. I chose the Queen of Hearts. 10 of Clubs, 2 of Diamonds, Ace of Hearts, or the Joker.
You can't pick any card because these
I
aren't
ended
all
up
the
deciding
cards.
before you read these out, and I picked the same thing you did, Mike. It was
Queen
the
of
Queen of
Hearts?
Hearts.
I'm gonna go Ace of Hearts.
Oh, we're really hard people.
It's a lot
Oh.
of, a lot of love going
That's
on.
the last question it is. All
Lot
right.
of
So when you choose this one, you can't see it when it happens. All right. What do you need? Respect, drugs, privacy,
yes,
to chill out. I picked to chill out. To crush my enemies, to cheer up, to destroy myself. Jeez, to find my way or whatever, man.
Whatever, man.
Whatever, man.
That's what I'm picking. Whatever,
You're
man.
picking whatever, man? Okay. I'm
Whatever.
going to turn this so you don't see
It's
what
cool.
you get.
It's totally cool. It's fine.
Ooh, you got a different one than me.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to pick to crush
diversity.
my enemies. Honestly,
crush
Like,
my
I'm just,
enemies
like,
then. Do
silently-
Crush my enemy.
Ooh, this is a good one for me because I know who they are.
Crush all
All right. Who did you get, Monica?
Pearl Jam.
Nice.
What's up? You tend to be rather moody and intense and have a very strict code of ethics. You're often very disappointed by the world around you, but constantly strive to do what you think is right. I'll take it.
I got the Stone Temple
Seattle
Pilots.
band, right?
You're almost as ambitious as you are reckless. You have an intense, volatile personality and have a knack for changing your look and persona to suit your needs. You also got Pearl Jam.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This beautiful
Pearl Jam
picture
is a
of
pretty awesome
Eddie
band.
Vedder singing. Where? That song. That's what he sounds like. That goat song he sings. I love it. It's my favorite one.
Yeah.
57 minutes. It's time for a charity.
Okay.
Welcome to charity.
Charity.
That's the new intro for it. Charity.
That's pretty good. You sound like the
Woo!
teapot from Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, thank you.
Kind of.
Welcome to charity.
Picked the National Geographic Society,
Ooh, adventure time.
which is by the
We're
same.
gonna get
Obviously, it's
sued.
by National Geographic. Basically, donations and any extra stuff that they make from like buying stuff online or magazine subscriptions, they shift it to. There's 5 different areas. They go education, research and exploration, conservation, cultures, and public outreach. And I think that's. I just wanted something about the environment, and I like it when they teach people stuff, you know? And you can see your first boobs in National Geographic magazine.
Yeah, I saw my first boobs
too is
there.
important.
Yeah, dude. Ooh,
Anatomy is important, guys.
Very-
Gotta learn your anatomy.
Yeah.
usually very low-hanging boobs.
Yeah.
National
Well, they've
Geographic.
been out there forever,
Yeah.
you know?
Into it.
Slowly.
It's just hanging out,
Yeah,
chilling and
just
hanging out.
Just going down, down, and then turning it around.
Is that what they're
Talking about National Geographic boobs.
like you need to tighten it up there.
So do they when they're boobers.
What?
Good job, you guys.
Yeah, I had a great. Do you have any charities that you like, or something in Memphis, or I don't know?
I do
Charities
have
in Memphis.
what is it? It's well, they don't really charge you that. I don't think it's necessarily a nonprofit, but it is Le Bonheur Children's Hospital.
Oh, we like those.
There is St. Jude, but they raise a lot of money as well and help a lot of kids out. But I'm specifically wanting to shout out Le Bonheur Children's Hospital. When I worked, when I delivered food, I would deliver food there sometimes, and there would just be parents coming down the elevator who were just grateful to get some food because they were worried sick about their kids.
Mm-hmm.
And they do. My mom used to work there too. She's a nurse, and she used to work there for a while.
Yeah, moms.
Well, she worked in a lot of places, but I've learned indirectly that they do the absolute best. I keep doing that. Sorry.
It's okay, no, it's fine. I actually made fart noises with my elbow earlier, so it's totally cool.
They
On the
Le
table.
Bonheur really does do the best that they can to take the best care for those kids. And they don't charge the families. That's
Oh, wow.
where I was, I guess, confusing myself for a second. They don't send you a bill.
Yeah, so then they really rely on donations.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like it.
That's
That's a
awesome.
great
I
one.
love this.
Thank you.
What a great
I love
thing.
this. If anybody was wondering, I'm excited.
I am into this.
It's
I'm having
wonderful.
so much fun. All right.
Okay.
So
I'm
great.
going to keep looking at this barbecue menu. Bye-bye.